well, isn't it?
Well, I think so. And I think the operative word there is once in a while. I don't think it's something that the pros want to do on a week-to-week basis, but it breaks up the monotony of being, by yourself each and every week. So good to do it.
Bob Glass and Robert Smith, tournament leaders. Glass, high average for the seniors. Smith, high average for the juniors this week. Boy, this guy works out every day. 6'3", 240.
A lot of power for a senior player, right in the pocket and excited early. Watch how close he comes to the foul line. In fact, he fouled a couple times in practice. Got a foul judge today, Phil. The foul lights aren't working right now. Husted up in the first frame.
Light mixes him up.
Well, he's really trying to make the ball hook.
Pete-Couture will try to make it a double. Couture, the 95 PBA Senior Rookie of the Year, and he had just a sensational year, 1998, when he was voted Senior Player of the Year.
Just like the last game, early double. Couture really seems to be tuned in to lane 25, where Husted is still fishing a little bit on 26.
Get a good look at Robert Smith, who can throw the ball a little bit, huh, Marshall?
Robert Smith throws the ball unlike anyone I've ever seen. It is just absolutely power personified, 6 foot, 220, strong. Watch. Those pins don't stand a chance against that ball.
That's just fun to watch, Marshall.
That is a lot of strength. The profile for him. High backswing. Big last step, and sort of kind of stuck a little bit at the foul line, but didn't seem to throw him off too much.
So Glass now up in the third frame. Both teams starting off with a double. Eyes riveted on his target. Oh my, 3 in a row.
Well, I like Husted and Couture. Earlier in the broadcast, our statistician, Daryl Curtis, he informed me as they were practicing that Glass and Smith, they're going to win. So, we'll wait and watch.
You know, if you're going to bet, this is the place to bet. Reno. Husted in the third, trying to keep pace.
Better shot for Husted. And encouragement from his partner. This ball turns the corner, makes the push back up into the pocket, and just slices them out. Kind of a mini Robert Smith shot.
Do you see it coming down to the seniors maybe in this final match? All strikes so far.
Half 10. 6 pin lays in the channel, doesn't pop out that 10. And Couture switches balls. He's got a third finger hole for his little finger drilled this ball. Helps to have him keep his hand further behind the ball to throw it even straighter.
Goes for that 10 pin. Able to pick it up. How many holes are you allowed in the ball?
You can have one for each digit.
How's that?
Couture picks up that 10 pin, and he's even excited about that 10 pin, right?
The reason he's excited is because I watched him earlier, and yesterday he missed a bunch of them. So, well, not a bunch, but he missed 2 or 3 of them.
Couture, the anchor man on the team of Husted and Couture. A bit interesting. We'll see how it plays out. Robert Smith back, just 1.
And fortunate just to leave the 2 pin. With as hard as that ball drives back into the pocket, the 2 and the 10 are something that Robert Smith deals with a lot. He switches balls as well. He'll just bullet this ball at it. Zoom.
Hard and straight, picks up that spare. So here in the title match, dead even. Bob Glass, PhD in economics, does research for the University of Kansas Institute for Public Policy and Business Research. I mentioned before he works out about an hour or 2 a day. He has a bad back. You know all about that. You've had some back problems, and you got to get it loose.
He's got it loose, but he's left that solid 10 on lane 25. Yeah, a lot of stretching to get himself ready to bowl. You'll see the 6-pin. It's going to go right around the bottom of that 10.
Really didn't bowl much on the national tour, but has bowled very well on the senior tour. Still looking for that first title as he picks up the spare. But last year he made match play in all 8 tournaments he entered, and he will win. Husted and Couture. Husted now up in the 5th frame.
And that's their edge. They're champions. Boy, that's really having trouble getting the ball to come back into the pocket. Now let's take a look at what's in the bag for David Husted. It's a complete chaos, 5.5 inches from the pin and 5.5 from the CG from his axis point. That gives him more length and a strong flip. Now his spare ball is the beast. Much straighter with this particular ball. Open hands it. Not exactly the way he wanted to make it, but he's going to take it.
So Husted, the spare, inducted into the PBA Hall of Fame in 1996. Couture up in the 6th, and the team of Couture and Husted now down by just 2 midway through this title match.
Left lane looks like the easier to get to the pocket.
Couture with a strike. So now Robert Smith up in the 6th frame, and they do have a 2-pin advantage. Win a title, you got to come through in the clutch and final frames. Both these players, Smith and Glass on top, have yet to win a title. However, you throw shots like that, you're going to win many titles.
That's a fun shot right there. Robert Smith just slicing and dicing. Watch the head pin go to the sideboard, and it'll get back so fast you won't even know what hit it. Bang! And the reaction from a man who wants his first title a little bit, you bet. Chance to go up by 12. Glass strikes here in the 7th.
Sets it in there. Double. He was down on both knees. Putting the heat on, Marshall.
Well, they led by 400 pins, doing just what they're doing right now, taking advantages of situations, being able to strike while the opposition still tries to figure out the lanes.